How y'all doing, baby? It's Friday, September 17th, baby. Day before the big parade. Anyway, y'all know what that means. We got to get ready for the weekend. Got to have refreshments here. So let's start off with getting the beer off the ice there, baby. And got my handy beard opener here. And let's get on with the weekend, baby. Good cool beer. May not be enough to handle this weekend, because there's a load of entertainment coming. So you might want to stuff that bud down in that bowl. Fire that booger up. Might want to relax a bit. Take an edge off, you know? Sit down and gather up your peanuts and your popcorn, because there's going to be a show this weekend, baby. That's right. The Republican Party. Oh, wait, well, not the Republican Party, because they're not going to show up. But these diehard maggots are having their Justice for J6 rally tomorrow. Now, don't confuse that with the Justice for Ashley Babbitt protest that's going on tomorrow, because they're both a part of White Lives Matter global demonstration planned for tomorrow. Lord have mercy. All sorts of entertainment. Your favorite insurrectionists are probably going to be there. Guy with the, rebel flag. The guy with the Auschwitz t-shirt, maybe, I don't think that guy with the bull horns is going to be there. The buffalo horns there. He no longer wants to be associated with the group. He had an awakening. He's woke. Are you shitting me? This thing is being put on by a former Trump campaign official named Matt Brainerd. Not too much brains for that boy if he's still following Donnie, but he is. He is. Now, Donnie's not going to be there. Donnie's not going to be there, baby, because it would look bad. None of the Republicans are going to be there. I don't understand. Where's Mo Brooks? Where's Josh Hawley could run by with a little fist pump for him, Give him a little treat or something. Show him your support like you did before. No, these Republicans are trying to steer clear of this. They're trying to steer clear of anything having to do with the January 6th insurrection. They don't know what happened. Shit, I heard something happened, but I don't know what it was. Are you shitting me? Yeah, there needs to be justice for January 6th, but not the justice these assholes are asking for. They're asking for justice to release all these fine patriots that stormed the Capitol that day. No, I say give them double the damn sentence. They're old enough, they should have known better than do that shit, but no. They got all riled up by their little maggot king and ran down there and tried to alter an election. Donnie was trying to do that in the background anyway. That didn't work out for him, so he just thought he'd just send a mob down there, baby. We're finding out more and more about January 6th. As a matter of fact, today in the news, they're talking about Capitol police officers that are turning in their fellow officers who sought to aid the rioters that day. We got a couple of them that was standing there taking selfies with the rioters, like, come on in, boys. And we're not talking about just lower staff either. There's a lieutenant that evidently told his men not to put riot gear on and be nice to the people. Be nice to them. Just let them go on by. We can't have that shit. There is no room for sympathetic assholes to an insurrection. They don't need to be in the Capitol Police, and if it takes good officers, and that's what we always say, where's a good cop? Well, these good cops need to stand up, and they need to point to these officers that were involved in this shit. One of them was what was he was giving out the directions to the safe room where the congressmen and senators went during the insurrection, where they were hiding. This guy's out there bragging that he was telling people about where that room was. Yeah. Things gonna happen, baby. They're expecting 700 people tomorrow. That's what the original estimate was. Now they're narrowing it down, maybe 500. Yeah. We're gonna see who shows up tomorrow, baby. because whoever shows up tomorrow is your white nationalist Klan member maggot, and there ain't nothing you can do about these people. They're just rotten to the core. Let them stand out there and identify themselves. Maybe they'll be seen on TV and lose their job or some shit like that. I really don't care. But I don't think there's going to be that many of them. How many people nowadays, even on the right, want to stand up and identify themselves as treasonous assholes? But have no fear. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of them. I'm sure the Proud Boys might be there. Is there anything left of the Oath Keepers? Huh? Where are you, boys? Where are you, 3%ers, all them other militia guys? Aren't you going to show up? Shit. No, they're going to stay home, baby. They're going to stay home and watch it on TV just like the rest of us, and we're going to look at all the idiots that showed up. Anyway, I should have done this before I started. Anyway, the fight is getting a little too rough for some of them. This guy, Anthony Gonzalez up in Ohio, Congressman Anthony Gonzalez was one of the 10 that voted to impeach Donnie. He's a Republican, remember? Well, he decided the fight ain't worth that much anymore. He's getting out of the race. He ain't going to run again in 2022 because he says the Republican Party's just not what it used to be. Really? Really, Anthony? Well, why don't you do something to change that? Why don't you stand up and fight? No, they ain't going to do that. Because they're scared. They're still scared of this little orange menace down in Florida. They still think he has some kind of power over everybody. The only power he has is the power to rule ignorant assholes who submit to him. Kevin McCarthy, Mitch McConnell, shit like that. But don't you worry. There's other people that are going to step up to fill the void. As a matter of fact, in 2024, Mike Pence is even thinking about running for president. Are you shitting me, Mike? Really? You ain't no hero, Mike. If you could have, you would have. That's the story I hear, baby. If you could have done it, if you could have overturned that election, you would have. You would have run that tug straight up Donnie's ass and licked every turd out of his butt. But you couldn't find a way to do it. So you had to settle back to what? Get Donnie all mad at you, doesn't want to be friends with you either. The crowd was chanting, hang Mike Pence, buddy. Remember that? I don't think you got a shot for 24, Mike. I think you done ruined your ass, just like everybody else who has ever tied themselves to this man. Look back at my videos 5 years ago when I started this shit. I told you, anybody that works for this man gets Trump shit on them. It smears all over their skin and their hair. They'll stink forever. Nobody's going to want them. You done shot your career in the foot. That's the only reason they hang on to him now, is they don't have a choice anymore. They've ruined their reputation, their integrity, anything they ever had in their life. It's gone out the window. The only chance they have of being relevant at all is to have another drink of that Kool-Aid. Double down on the shit, baby. Anyway, we have a big chore in front of us because the Republicans are hell-bent on doing anything they can to cheat, lie, steal, whatever they have to do to win an election. That's what they're going to do. That's how come we have to be prepared, baby. Whatever roadblock they throw in front of you, you need to overcome that shit. You don't need to be sitting around butthurt about it and whining about it. You need to overcome that shit and go vote. Because we can't let this shit go on until there is accountability for shit. We're going to look at more insurrections. We're going to look at every damn election we have coming down the pike. Going to be, oh, they cheated, or it needs to be overturned, or we can't trust the election system. Are you shitting me? We need to get the Voting Rights Act. H.R. 1 for the people and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. We need to get those passed, but we can't do that because we got Joe Manchin and Christi Sinema who are sitting there going, gee, I don't know. We don't want to piss off anybody by doing anything with the filibuster. Oh, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, both of them. The only way that we overcome that shit is in 2022, baby. That is when we can deal with this. Everything between now and then is going to be a debate. We're going to talk about it. We're going to investigate. We're going to look into this or look into that. The only way that we can ensure we get shit done is to take 2022, baby. Remain in control of the House and take better control of the Senate. Get off this 50-50 crap so Joe Manchin and Christine Sinema can go kiss off somewhere. We need the votes, and we have the ability to get them. There are seats that are going to be open. There are senators that aren't going to be running. We have the momentum. We're on the right side of history, baby. We can hang this insurrection in the last dumbass president around their neck, baby. Make them eat it. Remind them every day of the bullshit that this country went through for 4 freaking years. Hey, we even hear Bill Barr near the end there went to Donnie. It's reported in old Woodward and Costa. And big Bill Barr, the Attorney General, went to Donnie's office and told Donnie that he's going to lose the election in 2020 because what was it? Swing voters think you're a fucking asshole. That's a direct quote there. I hate to throw that in there, but I want to quote Bill Barr correctly here. Yeah, they think he's an asshole. And that's what he was for 4 years, and that's why he lost. Nobody in this country wants to go back to that shit except for these maggots that are going to show up at this rally. They want him. Big time, baby. They want to go back to the good old days of Donnie and hatred and racism and bigotry and misogyny and homophobia and everything else that goes along with the good fun of being a Republican nowadays, because that's what all it is. That's what the Republican Party has stewed itself down to, reduced down to nothing but a thick, gooey pile of racists and bigots and homophobics and, what would be a good word? Maybe a basket of deplorables. I think Hillary had it right the first time. Anyway, it's going to be an exciting weekend. We're going to see lots of news. This thing is going to be covered every way, 10 ways to Sunday. And we're going to see everything that happens. And it may not just be in Washington, D.C. They're saying there may be disturbances across our country. I hope not. But we have to look for it, baby. Because these little maggots, some of them like my maggots, they can't afford to run off to Washington, D.C. I got to watch for my local maggots here. Because no telling, they'll probably be out and about. Anyway, celebrating J6 and all that shit. Or maybe it was White Lives Matter. Or maybe it was justice for what's her name? Ashley Babbitt. They'll make up some patriotic sounding, good guy sounding bullshit to try to sell it to their maggots. And they'll drink it up, baby. I prefer beer over Kool-Aid myself. Anyway, it's only when we band together. I said this last night, that we have the power. We have more power than the lobbyists with all their money in Washington, D.C. We just don't exercise it. We don't pull out and use all our powers. A lot of our citizens don't even take the time to vote. Not interested. Somebody else will take care of it. We can't let that happen. We have to get out and encourage every person we can to be involved in this democratic system, because that's the only way it works. And the only time anything ever changes, ever, is when the people demand it. And we're not demanding enough yet, baby. We have to be a whole lot more demanding within our own party and within this system that we survive in, that created our society, that is supposed to look out for all of us, baby. But anyway, we got to keep that fight going. So I encourage everybody, and I'm getting more adamant about this the closer we get to 22, is that we have to keep our eye on the ball, baby. Everybody's got to get out to vote. And not only for the midterms, any election that is in your district, in your area, make sure you pay attention. Find out what's going on. Go out, and it doesn't take a few minutes. Makes you feel good. You did your patriotic duty. You voted, baby. Your voice was heard. But it takes all of our voices to outweigh that money that is in Washington, D.C. But we have that power, baby. Because, like I said last night, them congressmen and senators, they love that money, baby. They love the money. But without the vote, they don't stay there. They're not there to collect that check. They're an ex-congressman, an ex-senator, and baby, they don't get paid near as much. Well, they'll probably end up going to become the lobbyist because, follow the money. Anyway, baby, it's our voice that makes that difference. It's our voice that counteracts that corruption. So use yours and use your vote. That's the biggest thing we need to do. Anyway, like I said, gather up your peanuts, your popcorn, whatever snack you enjoy. A nice cold cerveza, a cup of tea, stay away from the fucking Kool-Aid. And get ready to sit down in front of the TV and watch a nice afternoon of idiots on parade. There will be plenty to see. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your weekend. We'll be back here Sunday for another Blue Dot family meeting, so please come by and join us. Join in this system of ours, baby. Be a part of it because it just makes your life more enhanced. It fulfills so much in your heart when you know you're being involved on the right side of history, baby. Anyway, I'm stumbling now. So, like I said, get that, whatever, if you prefer. Some nice bud, some CBD, or nice Cavendish, or whatever you got laying around, baby. That helps you relax. But whatever it is, do that because you're going to need it. Because if you're like me, I'm going to have the peanuts and popcorn there, but I'm going to be pretty pissed off at what I'm watching. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. Have a good weekend. Put a smile on your heart. Put a smile on somebody else's face, baby. It makes you feel better. Anyway, y'all take care. We'll see y'all later.